The Free Guild armies are on the move with the brand new army box for the Cities of Sigmar. Hey folks, we have the brand new Cities of Sigmar army box. This is going to be the launch box that's going to reintroduce the world to the Cities of Sigmar army. The back of the box here, I'm going to show that off for you folks watching at home here. This box will contain 28 new miniatures. And they're all new miniatures. So you have the Free Guild Cavaliers, which is the Knights up there. We've got the Free Guild Steel Helms, which are kind of the basic infantry. We have the Free Guild Marshal and Relic Envoy, which can be built in a couple of different ways, which is pretty cool. We also have the Alchemite Warforger, which is this crazy guy with a pot of molten metal. So I'm pretty excited about this box. The Cities of Sigmar, if you're familiar at all with AOS, you know that they represent kind of the mortals of the world within, or of the mortal realms within the Sigmar pantheon there. So these are just dudes. They're humans. They're allied with some Duradin and elves that probably may be getting removed from the book. We'll find out all together. But yeah, this, if you're an old school Warhammer Fantasy person, these are the Empire. It's the Empire relaunch. But it's, yeah, brand new minis. Like I said, all new stuff. So tons of cool stuff. We will pull all the stuff out of the box to see what we have. There's the Free Guild Cav there. Then we've got the new Steel Helms. Looks like a couple different weapon options. Again, we'll go over all these in more detail in just a second. I just want to pull everything out of the box. Some more Steel Helms there. Then we've got the General guy and the Alchemist. And then we've got this cool little thing to keep the book, which is still sealed. I'm excited about it. This is the special edition version of the Cities of Sigmar book. I don't know if this is going to be the final art for the Battle Tome when it comes out officially, but it is right now, and it's got the instructions, and it looks like some War Scroll cards, battle tactics probably. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. We also have a base, which we will need for the Cav. Speaking of bases, we have even more bases. We've got the cards. These are the enhancement cards, so if you're playing, you got your enhancements, all the different artifacts and spells and stuff like that. So these are always handy to have. We've got the War Scroll cards, which that's a chunky set of War Scroll cards there. You also looks like you have the cardboard for tokens and things, which I'll probably open up as well and take a look at a couple of those. And then we have a whole bucket load of water slide transfers, and then more bases again. So it looks like 4 sheets of water slide transfers. Are these all the same sheet? I think. Yes, they are all the same sheet. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Cities of Sigmar transfer sheet for these bad boys. So you should have plenty of markings for all of the squads. And then, of course, more bases. So that's everything in the box. Let's take a look at each one of those units. All right, I'm going to start with the book really quick. We just opened up the plastic wrap to get this stuff out of the way. It is a very nice cover. It's kind of a matte finish. It's got the gold leaf as well on the pages, which is kind of cool. We'll open that up in just a moment here, but I wanted to show off. You get a whole bunch of tokens with a special edition thing. So all these different tokens. Whoa. We also have a bunch of the City of Sigmar orders. So this is the Human Order, Durden Order, Elf Order. So again, different things for different factions, sub-factions. So I don't know how this is all broken down yet because I haven't read the book, but there you go. So, and then the different cool symbols. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got all of the instructions, again, full color, all the different options on how to build stuff. So there you have it. That's what that's for. Pull these to the side. And then the book, real quick, we're not going to do a full book review here. We are going to have one later on when I've got a chance to look at this. Probably get Clint in here too to talk about it. But I do want to show off the table of contents real quick because that's got the massive War Scroll list. So you can see here, I'm not going to go over all these individually, but if you want to pause the video and take a look and see if your favorite unit's still around or not, my apologies / condolences if it's not. But we do have some new stuff in there. So there you go. Moving on from there. This book looking pretty sexy. We will definitely, I'm going to be going through this with a fine-tooth comb. So, yeah, that's later, though. Let's get to the minis. First up, we have the Free Guild Steel Helms. You get 2 sprues of these bad boys, so I'm going to move this one to the side just so we can look at the one clean one here. As you can see, you have these really cool shields. They are wooden on the backside, but they have some armor metal plating up front, so kind of a cool place for you to put your squad markings or house markings or whatever you want to call them. They have a really big standard, which will be great for anybody that wants to do freehand or use those water slide transfers and go to town there. They also have these really cool reliquaries, which is a nice touch. Additionally, you just get a bunch of dudes. I think it's 20 of the Free Guild Steel Helms in total, and they have various weapons, hammers, maces, swords. I thought I saw a halberd running around somewhere here, but there's a couple axes for sure. So, yeah, very cool for the Steel Helms. You get 2 of those. We also get the, let's see, this one is the Free Guild Marshal, and the Free Guild Marshal and his relic envoy here, which is kind of cool. The envoys have this reliquary box that they kind of carry around with them, with whatever bones of ancient heroes or maybe somebody's grandpa's finger. I don't know. It's whatever's in there. The Free Guild Marshal Warhammer community showed off a couple of different build versions in there. You can build them with like pistols or sword, and they can be in different poses. So it's a really cool option for however you want to build your Free Guild Marshal. There's a look at the back of the box. You can see even the inside of the shields have that wooden detail there, so you can really go nuts with the paint jobs on them. So they look really cool. This reliquary has somebody's head, so maybe they speak with the dead and get battle advice from them. We have the Alchemite Warforger here, which again is a new character, new hero. He's going to have the crazy cauldron full of molten, probably star metal or something that they use to cast spells from. It's a devotee of Sigmar and do all their cool magic-y / prayers and stuff. So I really like the guy's cape. It's got a bunch of really cool runes on the bottom, but there's also this really unique looking texture. It kind of matches the cauldron. So that's going to be a lot of fun to paint. Just like you can get some really cool looks with just dry brushing, I think. Aside from that, there's the other side of the miniature there. And again, the inside of the cauldron also has some details there. So when you glue it together, it's not just going to be like an empty hole. So pretty neat. And then finally, we get the Cav. These are the Free Guild Cavalier unit here. And as you can see, it's 3 different sprues. One's already been snapped here for fitting in the box. But this is your standard Cav. There's going to be 5 of these models included. And you can see here just the armor plating on all of the different horses. They're definitely a heavy Cav unit. Big knights. And then just a whole plethora of weapon options, different helms that you can use. I don't know if you can do like an unhelmeted version of these guys. I see a couple of bare heads on here, so looks like you can. So yeah, if you like the old Warhammer Fantasy Knights for the Empire in particular, this is going to be a definite callback to that. Very cool looking unit as well, so I'm excited about these models. More Cav, baby. Last thing I want to show off is some of the War Scroll cards. I just wanted to show off what you actually get in here. So you get a ton of War Scroll cards. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I wanted to show off these because if you play AOS, you know how important these tokens are. You've got your battle tactics here, which I'm not going to go over, but if you want to pause the video and take a look, there you go. There's your 6 different battle tactics for the army. You've got a bunch of buffs and stuff for the different tokens, as well as your command points for those for popping out. Are these the same battle tactics? Yeah, these are the same battle tactics from the flip side. So, but there you have it. And then you get a whole bunch of the War Scrolls, which again, I'm not going to go over. I think I just spotted a new unit. But you get the idea. There's a lot. There's a lot for this army. So yeah, go check out that table of contents. But that is everything in the box. So once again, this army box is the relaunch for the Cities of Sigmar. We've got all brand new units in here. There's a ton of new stuff in the book that I have yet to go over that I'm very excited to do that. I do want to mention as well, because this is kind of a relaunch for the line, this is the first chance you're going to get these models before they go out as individual releases. It's also your first shot at getting the book, which will have all of the new War Scrolls for all the new units too. So you'll get like a little mini preview of what's to come for the whole range, which is very exciting. So there's more stuff in store for the Cities of Sigmar. Hey, if you're still around, thanks so much for sticking around to the end. And we have more videos. Be sure to subscribe. We'll have a lot more coverage of the Cities of Sigmar. You can check out more AOS stuff up there. And then whatever YouTube decided to do right there. So there you go. I'm Adam from Bowles. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.